Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Of course, my name is Blitzwinger, and welcome on back to another LEGO Marvel Superheroes Free Roam Gameplay Showcase. Today we've got another mod on the beautiful, glorious PC, and this is, of course, Captain America, or more importantly, Bucky Cap. Now, of course, if you've watched the last Captain America film, you will probably be well versed on who Bucky is, and you might know him better as the Winter Soldier. Now, of course, Bucky Cap is a variation of Captain America when, after Captain America was killed, from what I remember in the comics, spoiler alert, but I think that was like in 05 or 06, so it's been a little while, and I believe he was shot by, I don't remember, who was it? It wasn't the Punisher, it was Crossbones, I think, wasn't it? I'm not sure. But nonetheless, of course, after he was killed, then Bucky Cap decides to take on the role of Captain America, and this is the outfit that he dons on. As you can see, it's got the kind of black pants, and then there's this kind of weird V-like shape going on the chest, and then, of course, the sleeves, the arm sleeves, are also black. Now, his helmet didn't look exactly like this, and his torso design was a little bit like more striped, a lot more stripes on them, but other than that, it's a pretty accurate representation of Bucky Cap, and I really like this variation. It's quite cool indeed. So let's go ahead and dive on down into the city and get rocking and rolling. Which, by the way, speaking of which, there has been a big rumor going on about the real Marvel Comics that, or the, not the real Marvel Comics, but the Marvel Comics Cinematic Universe, I should say, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. A lot of people have said that the guy that plays Bucky, or plays Winter Soldier, if you didn't know, he's been signed on for like 10 films, I believe, or something along those lines. So that means he's going to reprise that role as, of course, Bucky for a while, which is why there's been a rumor that at some point, maybe Avengers 3 or something like that, Captain America, in terms of Steve Rogers, will pass away, and then it will be Bucky who takes on the role of Captain America. So that means that we might see a rendition of this very same outfit in the actual film, which would be quite interesting indeed. I would not be against that, I would say. I think that would be quite interesting. Would you guys not mind seeing that? Would you guys be okay with seeing Steve Rogers be taken out, so to speak, and then maybe Bucky Cap takes over, and that's the new Captain America that we have? I don't know. I really don't think it's such a bad idea, especially because from what I've heard, personally at least, I've heard that Chris Evans does not want to, or at least from what I've read, I should say, that apparently Chris Evans wants to become more of a director, from what I've heard. So he wants to go away from the acting side of things after, I think, Captain America, or no, Avengers 3, I think. Something along those lines. Basically, he doesn't want to play the role for very much longer. And that was kind of interesting and surprising to me, especially because, you know, when you think about how much money these movies make and everything. But again, you know, we've heard that said before. We've heard Robert Downey Jr. say that that's it. Like, Avengers 3 is going to be, Iron Man 3 is his last movie, and then Avengers 3 is going to be his last movie. And then, of course, now we just recently found out that he's going to be in Captain America 3. So, it's kind of one of those things where, you know, it's definitely a possibility to change, so to speak. You know, it's not set in stone, let's put it that way. I am doing some terrible driving, by the way. I need to focus on this, because I am just doing a terrible job of getting around places. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, key here is not to fall in the water, because if I did, oh, googly moogly, would that be bad. Alright, there we are, about to approach the victory line. Woohoo! Another race? Let's do it. One race done, another race has just begun. So yeah, I think it would be kind of interesting. And overall, I found the idea of Bucky Cap to be very, very intriguing, because he's a lot more, he's like more ruthless and everything. So he's kind of a more violent Captain America. He's less forgiving and everything. Like, he's very kind of Punisher-esque in some regards, you know, where it's like if you've done something wrong and his job is to take care of you in terms of, you know, take you out, he'll take you out. Like, he's not putting you in jail. He's going to take you out. So he's definitely going to present some very interesting challenges. And I think that seeing the dynamic between Bucky Cap and someone like Tony Stark or someone like that, or someone along those lines, would be quite interesting, because it would be intriguing to see kind of the line of the morality being questioned, you know, because Bucky is a lot more violent, so to speak, and is a lot more open to do some things that I think some of the other Avengers might be in disagreement with, so to speak. But, yeah. So, of course, the figure here, right here, or the mod, I should say, he doesn't really have anything new going on for him, except for, of course, aesthetics. So you still maintain your shield throwing abilities and everything. So that's quite cool, of course. You can still go ahead and do your weird sneak, which is, oh, you'll never see me. Look at me sneak. Sneak, sneak, sneak. Rocket! Imagine him go like, sneak, 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 and then Howard the Duck just launches a rocket at him. That would be quite hilarious. Of course, he can still jump and do all that acrobatic stuff, and other than that, that's pretty much it. Like, there's no, there isn't a lot of things going on for Captain America. Of course, he does maintain his, you know, those Captain America activation shields, you know, where you would have to throw your shield. So obviously, you can still interact with all those points and such, but Captain America in this game obviously did not get an incredible amount of varied attacks or anything like that. His combat and everything remains the same. Some cool moves, you know, where he will throw the shield and then boomerang it back and stuff like that, for example, which is pretty awesome. I like that move quite a bit. But other than that, that's pretty much all that there is to Mr. Bucky Cap, aka Captain America. So, with all that being said, guys, let me know which version of Captain America do you prefer? Do you think that the Bucky Cap version is better? And more importantly, I also would love to hear your opinion on Bucky Cap being introduced into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? Would you like to see it, or would you prefer not to see it? So, with all that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching. Of course, as always, have a fan-fantastic day, and I will indeed catch you guys next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye, guys.